I think I overdid it. What did I do to my hair? I think I look fine. It just needs a little bit of getting used to. There's another drama that I want to talk about, and it's the 2026 Chinese idol romance drama, Love Between Lines. I was really excited for this one too. It stars Chen Xingxu as our male lead and Lu Shuyao as our female lead. It tells the story of our female lead who is really at a horrible place in her life. Her fiance broke their engagement during their engagement party ceremony thing. And then she's stuck at a job that she doesn't like and feels very underappreciated. And all that changes when she goes to a role playing murder mystery. It's not a murder mystery game, but like a interactive game where she meets the male lead, and then their lives in the game and in real life intertwine. They fall in love, but the male lead also has his own set of problems and his goals. I was really looking forward to this one because it stars Chen Jingxu. I've been rooting for him since Goodbye My Princess. I've been rooting for him and Peng Shaoran to finally have a good drama. And since last year, starting with Love, what was that drama with Raba? Love on the Turquoise Land. But his dramas after that weren't really good, and I dropped most of them. But starting 2025, from Love on the Turquoise Land and this drama, Love Between Lines, and currently airing new drama, My Page in the 90s. It seems like things are looking good for him. He's getting good quality scripts, at least bearable on the story, at least making sense. So he's getting good quality scripts, and he's not a bad actor. I won't say he's the best, but he's tall, he's good looking, he has the voice, and he's a decent actor. So hopefully his future projects would be on the same quality or better for him in the future. I am so rooting for this guy. And it also stars Lu Shao, who really caught my eye in My Journey to You. She exudes a different vibe from all the other Chinese drama actresses. She has a certain aura in the pictures and in that drama, which I haven't seen duplicated in her other dramas till this one. They look so good together. His defined, sharp features with her softer features look so good together. And oh my god, Chen Qingshu's Republican era fits. Can he look any better? And like I said, their chemistry was really good. Visually, they're compatible. It's the combination that I like. But also, their characters are meant for each other. She brings more meaning, more life to his very dark, very narrow, focused, only thinking of revenge life. And then he gives her hope and support and courage to pursue a new career and fall in love again. A lot of people got second male lead syndrome with our male lead's stepbrother. For me, I didn't get it. Usually, I would. I really would. You know, the cold CEO, misunderstood, has a really deep trauma, crisp suits, and an eyeglass. Come on. That combination always gets me. But actors who take on this role should tread carefully when portraying this type of character because it might be cringy. I think he did well, but there were times that ooh, it felt a little dangerous. It was a little too much for me. And I knew he would do something really bad. Like he's gonna be a weasel. So I know. I have a lot of experience watching Asian dramas. I saw it from a mile away. He's gonna do something bad. So I did not get second male lead syndrome for this one. For our next two characters, our second lead couple, Kido-ma, he plays a lot of supporting characters. He seems like the leading man type of guy. Every time I see him, he's very memorable in supporting roles. I hope he gets lead roles in the future. He's also in the new drama My Page in the 90s with Cheng Xing-shu, and he has a completely different look. And I think I prefer that look on his face, like that short buzz cut. It was very attractive. And his pairing with Lee Ting Ting works. He also has like sharp features and she has rounder ones, very round. I like that pairing. I hope that her relationship with the soon to be ex-husband was resolved right away. I felt like her marriage felt a little draggy. We all saw it coming. We all saw that the marriage was falling apart and that they would break up. It took a lot of time for their relationship to end. So I was doubting myself. Oh, so will they not go on their separate ways? But they did. And I wish they'd done it sooner so that the actual pairing would be given more time because I felt like it was too short. I definitely would have enjoyed the second lead couple in this series too. For Chen Jing-shu, looking at his performances in his three recent dramas, Love in the Turquoise Land, Love Between Lines, and currently My Page in the 90s, they all give different vibes. So I appreciate that. I feel like there's an effort made. And I really liked the couple moments between these two lead actors. They made it seem natural. We are peeking in their window, watching their intimate moments, and that there is no camera around them every time. They're very affectionate towards each other. I think one of my favorite moments is, I don't really remember what the exact situation was, but I think there was a trouble in the company and she was figuring out a different supplier for whatever their project was, and she was really concentrating on the screen, and the male lead comes in the back here and also stares at the screen, and she speaks and she gets really surprised. I think she bumps her head. She bumps him in the face, and then the scene after that where she puts ice on his face, I think that was so adorable. A lot of the couple moments after that, just, they really know. They know what they're doing. And it still gives me butterflies in my stomach imagining those scenes. I really love them. I like that right away they realize that they like each other. I like that she was very forward with it, but I also understand why he was hesitating in pursuing a relationship with her because he needed to focus somewhere else. There are times like the emotional scenes, they could have given a little bit more. It would have helped if they actually gave it their all, because sometimes it's not there. Sometimes I felt like the emotional scenes, they weren't giving enough. But it's fine. I didn't watch this drama for the melodramatic parts. I watched it for the romantic part, which they've nailed, really nailed. Another, I guess, issue, at this point I'm just nitpicking, I have with the female leads acting is her voice. I believe she dubbed her own voice. I think. Did they list the dubbed voice actors? No. So I will assume that she dubbed her own voice. She tries to use baby voice, and I don't know if this is a trend between C-drama actresses in her age range, like Esther, Zhao. With her, it's not that bad. There are times that it kind of bothers me every time she uses her baby voice, and I actually like her normal voice a lot. It's very unique and it's very nice to hear. I don't know if she did it on her own or if the director asked her to use baby voice when she's acting or dubbing her scenes, but yeah, I wish she would stop doing that. She doesn't need to do that. How I feel about the conflict, the main conflict that will separate these two. I don't like it. I usually don't like the unknown connection that the tragedies in their lives are like indirectly related or directly related. It's 2026. I think we need to move on from that melodramatic plotline, except for when it's weekend dramas and daily dramas, you know. I wish the story focused more on her growth in her career and personal life, and that their problems were independent of each other. You know what I'm saying? Her issues should be focused on her career and her confronting her family about chasing her dreams and wanting her family to be more supportive of her career, and for him to resolve his family issues. I felt like that should be completely different. I did not like that they were connected somehow. I also thought it was an overkill that they spent too much time together. Okay, like they met in the game, so they had to interact in this game. They had to work together, and then they have to live together. I wish they were given a little bit more of a separate space, because it felt like their lives, especially for the female lead, were too dependent on each other. In the beginning, there was more of the VR interactive game scenes, but later in the drama, it was lesser and lesser. So I wish, you know, there was a balance of the real world and in the game. I wish we could have seen more of Rong Chang and that world, even in the middle and even later in the drama. Oh, and I like the ending they gave to our male lead stepbrother. I said I did not get second male lead syndrome, but I did not hate him. I actually liked his character, even though he was a weasel. But he took responsibility. Felt like his character development wasn't forced. That even throughout the drama, even though we know he was gonna do things that was very backhanded, there was still a good in him every time he discusses issues about his company with his dad. We see that he's trying to do the good thing, and even though it would have been really dangerous, and I felt it would have been overdone in the character writing part when he almost teeting on the dangerous line of stalking the female lead and forcing himself in the female lead's life. But I'm glad they did not do that, and I like the relationship between the male lead and his stepbrother was deeper and complicated. That it wasn't just jealousy and rivalry, but there was that brotherly connection like we saw at the end. Let me show you background of my phone. Hold on. I made 3 wallpaper covers. There. Ain't they pretty? Look at them. And look. That's the first one. This is the second one. These are scenes from the drama. There. Wow. But some did not turn out well. I spent hours choosing the wallpapers, but then it doesn't turn out the way I customize it to be. Look, so cute. So cute. Oh, yeah, like this one. Very nice. Very cute. And I found out that you can only put 50 pictures. There's a limit. She looks nice here. I did not like how the dress looked on her in the drama. I felt like they could have chosen a better dress. And then last but not least, it doesn't recognize my face. The Republican era background. See, like this one, it covers her face. But wow, it's so good. See that? See that? See that? How could you not set that as a wallpaper on your phone? They're so cute. They're like individually very good looking, but also very cute as a pair. I so appreciate this drama for giving me endless butterflies. This is why I love romantic dramas in Asia. They're just perfect escapism. Just thinking about them makes me smile. I'm gonna miss this drama. I'm definitely gonna rewatch this throughout the year. I think Chen Shu is becoming one of my favorite leading men in Chinese drama land, and I'm always gonna look forward to Liu Xiao's next drama. I think she's very unique. Every time I see her on screen, she looks like a goddess. She definitely feels more like a K-drama actress to me. She definitely has that vibe. I think that's it. My hair, I think, is a fail. I think I like looser curls on me, but it was worth a try. But I do need a haircut because it's getting really long. Bye, everybody.